based on what they did to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, the Nigerian government went to Kenya and forcefully extradited Nnamdi Kanu to the DSS dungeon in Nigeria. And why are they still holding him in Nigeria today? Despite even United Nations have told them to leave him, despite about 2-3 courts in Nigeria have told them to leave him. Have they done that? So Nigeria is a lawless state. They don't follow the rule of law. They don't obey the laws. So anybody expecting Nigeria to say anything good about Biafra or conform to laws, I think the person needs to have a rethink.
Gumi is there working freely. He is not. They didn't prescribe him as a terrorist. The bandits are there. They didn't prescribe them as a terrorist. The Yoruba race are there. They didn't prescribe Sunday Igboho as a terrorist. Nigerian government prescribed me as a terrorist, which is all the indigenous people, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, and Madam Ngozi, a terrorist. Fine and good. What we are saying today is that the videos of the killings from January till date has been sent to the appropriate authority. We will have to wait for that 2 months to come, which is 60 days. We have seen all the videos of the killings in the whole of the Southeast and in the whole of the 40 states of United States of Biafra. We have sent these videos to the appropriate authority. If anybody knows what to do to defend themselves until the 2 months, do it, because we are not relenting. We are doing everything in our power tirelessly to make sure that these criminals that are in our land are being repelled. To be honest, we saw something, there is something going on, and we cannot say it here. But to tell our Biafran brothers and sisters that since the Nigerian terrorist government has...
This is what we have been waiting for. The hour has come. Finally, I keep telling you that this 2025 we are in, we are not going to take it easily with the Nigerian government. And for the enemies of Biafra, for those who say it will not happen, it will happen for reality. And as it's happening, is the taste of joy. Yes, because this Biafra 13, it has been overdue. And this is the right time for us, the new generation, to do the needful. Yes, I'm here doing my part. You, what are you doing? Are you doing your own part? Please, my wonderful people, do well to watch this video to the very end of it. Don't skip any part, because this video will make your day very awesome. This video will make your day very beautiful. Watch it to the very end of it, because this is the kind of message that we have been waiting for. Please watch this video because it's worth watching. Yes, my wonderful people. You know how we normally do it. As you're watching, don't forget to touch your hand for subscribe button, like, and spread this message around the globe. And do well and touch your hand for notification bell, so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Yeah? Don't go anywhere. Let's watch it and forward. And don't forget that Africa life matters. An injustice for one is an injustice for all.
Prescribe all the indigenous people of Biafra, you and I, a terrorist group. We will carry that arm that they don't want us to carry. They called us a terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, welcome it, because it's a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor for me that I've been called a terrorist. So when I carry gun to defend myself, it will be called self-defense, because that is what they want us to do. They want us to carry firearms so that they will come and kill us in the Southeast. That is why they prescribe us a terrorist organization. And Gumi is there working freely. He is not. They didn't prescribe him as a terrorist. The bandits are there. They didn't prescribe them as a terrorist. The Yoruba race are there. They didn't prescribe Sunday Igboho as a terrorist. Nigerian government prescribed me as a terrorist, which is all the indigenous people, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, and Madam Ngozi, a terrorist. Fine and good. What we are saying today is that the videos of the killings from January till date has been sent to the appropriate authority. We will have to wait for that 2 months to come, which is 60 days to elapse before we carry out any actions. But this time around, it's going to be gun for gun, bullet for bullet, and iron for iron. Since you people want war, we're going to give it to you. Thank you, because we now know our right. Any terrorist Nigerian army in our land, they better leave, because what is coming, you will not see it coming until it is too late. So we are asking you, if you know what to do in the whole of the Southeast to defend yourself, please do until we are fully prepared. We are prepared to leave. We have gotten our nation, and I want the Nigerian government to know that what they have started, they should be able to wait to finish it. You may have the money, you may have the connection, but we have the wisdom to tackle you. No worries, we are coming. To those who the terrorist Nigerian army and the Asari Dokubo boys killed their children, mommy and daddy, we say we are very sorry. We don't know that this could happen this early. There are some infiltrators among us, and we're trying to, wither them away and remove them from our midst. And that is what we are trying to do. We're trying to clean up the house, and then we will come for the government that killed our people. So please take heart, take heart, my brothers and sisters. It is not easy for us too. We are trying our best. But like I promised, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be out soon, and Mazen Simon Ekpa definitely in a few days' time. And I'm promising you guys this one, he will join us soon. Again, we are making the world to understand that we are now living in fear in our homelands. And since they have decided not to help us, since they have decided to pay deaf ear to our cry, we will defend ourselves by every means necessary. Thank you, Biafrans. My allegiance goes to the indigenous people of Biafrans. Since the government of Tinubu has prescribed us as a terrorist, is a welcome development. But stand, because it's definitely going to be happening very soon. Thank you so much. May God bless you all, and may God bless our defense force. May God bless our brothers and sisters. In Jesus' name, thank you. Bye-bye.
The state of Biafra is not dependent on Nigerian government. Let me make that clear. The self-determination of a people does not depend on the perpetrator of the crime. Nigerian government was fully aware of all the criminal activities that the state was performing in the Biafra territory. So to answer that, we have our international lawyers, we have our local lawyers that are working on that post-declaration, and they'll be issuing the appropriate papers to the appropriate quarters in regards to and in respect to the full independence of the United States of Biafra. Yes, they are working on that, but is there something Nigerian government must approve for Biafra? No, they do not have the power. So that's the answer to that. The second one is that the Biafrans decided to declare on the 29th of November, based on some of the security reports we had while we were in Finland, and also based on the unpredictability of anybody or anywhere, based on what they did to our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, the Nigerian government went to Kenya and forcefully extradited Nnamdi Kanu to the DSS dungeon in Nigeria. And why are they still holding him in Nigeria today? Despite even United Nations have told them to leave him, despite about 2-3 courts in Nigeria have told them to leave him. Have they done that? So Nigeria is a lawless state. They don't follow the rule of law. They don't obey the laws. So anybody expecting Nigeria to say anything good about Biafra or conform to laws, I think the person needs to have everything. So we decided to change that day based on the security report we got and based on the best interest of Biafra. That was why we moved it from the previous day to November 29th. Thank you.
All right. Let you take over from there. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, our special guest Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi, he's allowed me to call her that. And Ms. Olaini Koiki will bringing you updates. Now we're having a special time with her for her to now give us some information pertaining to what the United States of Biafra is all about, so that the world as a whole will know. But let me quickly read some of the comments that have come through. Dorothy Anthony saying that good morning, my honorable chief of staff, and Francis Oke say Biafra is our nation. In Dubuisi, just bear with me. Onyenso says thanks to my COS, Dr. Ngozi, and then also Chizuma is saying, all hail Biafra. Dorothy Anthony goes further to say, welcome Biafrans all over the world. Stay strong and resolute. God is in control and will lead us to the end. Thanks to me, Dragon Lady, COS, and then Naira Frank says also, good morning to all of us there. And in Dubilsi is also. So let the comments come through. I'll do my best to see as the program goes on to read more of it. But start Radio UK. Now, Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi, let me come to one of the things that some when we talk about recognition, where I'm looking at Basil, good morning to you as well. Now, we don't need Nigeria per se to say that they will recognize you, but you need the international community to say, like we have the UK, we have the US, we have some of the other countries. I don't know whether Finland even is in support of you. Okay, so we that's where Yomi was asking that question from. That apart from the federal government, whatever they do, because we know that they are just trying to hold you people together, whether you like it or not. But do you think that you need? Let's quickly bring that one in. I think sometime in November. Is it Yomi? Is it November, October, when yourself and Dr. Sunday Adeyomi Igboho went to number 10 Downing Street to present a letter to the government of the UK. So virtually saying that you need to recognize us, you need to listen to us.
On the 12th of October.
12th of October. Thank you very much. So have you done anything of the sort? No, we know that some people, some individuals in the US came to the Finland conference. However, has there been any statement from the US or any of the countries around the world to say we support this quest or we need to look into it?
Again, like I said before, we are in communication with our allies. I'm not going to start mentioning the names of the countries here, but I promise you, like I said, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set most of these things in place even before the incident, even before our declaration. And the attorneys involved, they are working day and night to bring the necessary documents to the right tables and all that. So we just have to give them time to do their job, and then we will continue to use the other aspects which we have already established in our nation to continue to protect our citizens from the terrorist state of Nigeria and continue to work closely with our attorneys that are working with our allies. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Olakunle, yay, good morning to you. I hope you are doing very well. So God bless you, United States of Biafra and Yoruba Nation. No going back. Basil Chiwoke says, never you back down. Ma, keep it up. So yes, and then Godfrey Ezenwase, our lioness, right on. So we're doing our best to bring you everything that has been captured there, but continue to post your comments there. Those that will be able to read, we'll read them. But one other question that someone is asking here is that should the federal government in Nigeria say, we want to give you a chance to have a referendum, would that satisfy you so that we have your community saying that, look, this is it. Do we want self-actualization, or our own independent, having our own country, or we still want to belong to the big Nigeria? What do you think?
You remember that we already had a self-referendum. We had our votes. Biafrans have casted their votes, where over 50 million Biafrans have agreed to exit Nigeria. We conducted different polls. And like I said, the Monday sit at home, which is ongoing right now, is also part of that referendum, where Biafrans have categorically stated they do not want to be part of Nigeria. So that has already been done, and there are several reports by the ORB, the Council of the Emerging States in Africa. Most of them have confirmed that self-referendum as legitimate, and based on that and all the factors that Biafrans have taken, our Prime Minister have instituted, we've been able to declare our independence. The documents are there. The people have spoken, and there's just nothing that is going to be done about that again. We have, even before our Prime Minister and our leader Nnamdi Kanu come to this, we've been trying to beg the Nigerian government that we need a referendum vote in the Biafra territory. We've requested that for many, many years. Over the past, we've constantly, even at a point, I know our leader Nnamdi Kanu was even, trying to see if the Biafra region we can rule ourselves, but they refused. So all the things we put in place, we followed every peaceful means to make sure that Biafra becomes a full-fledged state. And remember, Biafra was a state between 1967 and 1970. So it's not as if there's something new that we are doing. We are just redeclaring that state. Now, giving more information to world leaders on what happened that time, the injustices, the marginalization, the way Nigerian government comes in and hire terrorists to come and kill us. Some of the information that the international world leaders have right now, they do not have it in the past. Some of you know that even as of, was it not 2 years ago when Nigerian government banned Twitter, there's suppression of the press in Nigeria. So most of the things that the world leaders have seen now, most congressmen and women have seen right now, they didn't see that in 1967 to 1970. So that is why that era of trying to do regional is gone. We've done that by ourselves. We determine we're going to rule ourselves. We're going to follow up with our attorneys that are putting the right papers in the right desk, and there's just no going there. As it stands right now, anything Nigeria, military in uniform or police, they are occupying a sovereign land. They are occupying a foreign land. And I just wish that they leave any Biafran territory immediately. They should leave immediately, because Biafra right now is a sovereign United States of Biafra. Is an independent nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK. I'll go back to Yomi, but before then, Ejike Vincent says, right on my CEO, COS, my apologies. We Biafrans are solidly behind you. We love you so much. Maxwell Dan says, we are strongly behind you, COS. David Okechukwu Israel says, I love you so much, my Deputy Prime Minister. COS Airborne Ben Ogu says, my COS, thank you for what you are doing for United States of Biafra. Omabalaji says, God bless Dr. Ngozi. God bless Mr. Aji and Mr. Koiki there as well. Thank you very much. I say Tinubu's only achievement is being the last zoological president before Biafra redeclaration and restoration. And let's lost. Shama TV, good morning to you. Antonia Dorothy Anthony, good morning to you as well. Let your comments come through. Nelson Mark, good morning to you all there. Now, let me come back to Yomi if he has got some more information there. Over to you, Yomi.
Yeah, thank you so much. Quite a lot of concern from different sectors of indigenous people or those back in Nigeria after, the 40th state, and this is even before, the PM, was, invited, and just prior before the declaration, we saw, some of the state being mentioned. Some of these individuals linked with Biafra are rejecting being part of Biafra. What are you going to do to resolve these? We're talking about, those that are coming out to say, look, we don't want to be part of Biafra, but it seems that Biafra have taken part of what is not theirs. And I want you to clarify that. And is this the same mistake from what quarters are saying that played out, in the past when, other part of what is not Biafra was taken? Maybe you might want to help us to clarify, because quite a lot of concern is coming from the 40th state. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Chief of Staff on the Star Radio UK network this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Koiki. And I can tell you, as far as Biafran states, the 40 states are concerned, there's no problem from the 40 states. And anybody that approaches you and says that this part is not supposed to be Biafra, this part is not supposed to be
listeners, just bear with that. Yeah, go on. Dr. Ngozi, please go on. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go on, please.
Hello?
Yes, please. We can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. As I was saying, all I can do is whoever can to give the information that this part of Biafra is not for us or that part of Biafra belongs to him, all I can do is to invite the people from that particular state where that person is making noise about. If somebody says, maybe Urobo Isoko is not part of Biafra, or Igala State is not part of Biafra, during the next interview, I'm going to invite the administrators of those states, or maybe